Yo. Hi, Dawn. Mixing a drink. Dawn of Mediumship is with you. Hello, Dawn. I was mixing my protein drink really quick. Hey, Mai. How's it going? We're just waiting for people to come in and then we'll do some work. Whether that's healings or readings or whatever. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Christy. Welcome, welcome. Please like and share the live. That is helpful for me. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Hi, Michael. Great to see you. Hello, Houston mom of 2. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Oh. How's my kitty doing? My kitty is doing great. He is totally better, which is amazing. And we're slowly each month paying off all of the cat debt. So that's good. By we, I mean me, myself, and I. Just me. Hello, Melly. Hello, Liz. Thanks for popping in, folks. Nice to have you here. So we're going to be doing some readings. Hi, Myra. Welcome. Thanks for joining in, watching. I'm here every Monday doing readings and going live. At least I try to be. What did I end up being for Halloween? So I ended up being Sebastian. And my friend was King Triton. And we looked so cute in our little, we had like, I kind of was inspired by the musical theater version of Sebastian, where he kind of wears like a little bit of a top hat and like all this like sequence jacket. In fact, I can get the sequence jacket. Hold on. Any moment to have a sequence moment is a good moment. So give me a moment. Oh, she sparkles. Oh, she sparkles. The sparkles, the shimmer, the shine, the crabbiness of it all. Yes. So yeah, we wore this, but I wasn't wearing a shirt. And then I had like what do we call it? It was like a little fishnet moment that was on. That was also red to kind of give a little bit more of that. Was wearing a little Speedo because this was a skimpy Disney. And yeah, I had little crab hands, which was fun. The showman jacket, exactly. Yeah, it's giving. What's that one medium? Matt Fraser. It's giving Matt Fraser. Sparkle, sparkle. But yeah, for my people who are watching in the other live, like you can see, as sparkly. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun moment. There's some very cute pictures that exist in the world. Pictures or it didn't happen. Yeah, I've not posted those anywhere but we do look really cute. I guess I don't know how I would show you. Yeah. So anyway, sparkly jacket, fun. So yeah, this is what I wore for Sebastian with some crab hands, some Doc Martens. Yeah, it was a moment. It was a cute little moment. So yeah, who doesn't love a sparkle? Who doesn't love a shimmer and shine and shimmer? I mean, but just imagine that, but with no shirt on, right? That's what we were presenting to the world. So yeah, that's what I was. Melly, oh, we can imagine. What was fun is that who doesn't love a Speedo? What was fun was that people knew exactly who we were. He looked great. My friend looked great. Actually, I would love to show you what we looked like, but I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. Because I don't think. Yeah, it definitely does make you want to sing. It's like musical theater moment. Na, 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 na. I'm gonna see if I can find. How can I attempt to show you a photo of what we looked like that is work appropriate? One moment. Let me think. I think if I go to my text messages, a work appropriate photo. Let's find it. That's not that work appropriate. Can't send that one. Oh, they're all somewhere else. Oh wait, you know what? I can just transfer it to my computer. Well, hold on. Please hold my TikTok. Hold. That one will do. Oh, it's giving face. Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay. So let me go back to Tickety Talks. Okay, Tickety Talks, here you go. There were definitely several Aladdins. Okay, Tickety Talks, here's this. It's kind of a weird lighting, but you can at least see the vibe. And then I'll show my other group through my phone. So that's the picture of us. You can see Triton. It's giving big hair. It's giving fishnetties. It's giving all the vibe. And he also happened to have a very sparkly jacket. So that's how we like decided to roll with the jackets. So that was kind of fun. I don't know if you guys can see that. Did you see it? And you can't see my crabby hands in that photo, but I just, I'm trying to not show you from the waist down because I'm trying not to be. This is a work environment, okay? This is a work environment. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to put this up for my other group to see. So this was a cute little photo that we had. We're looking cute. We're looking fabulous. We're looking drama. We're giving the drama. So yeah, that was us for Halloween. Okay, there we go. All right, now everybody got to see. So we did our best. We did our best. And you know what? It worked and people loved it. And we loved it. And I think ultimately that's what's important. It's giving. Michael, I was talking about the Fox sisters on a live and we all heard a female disembodied voice. Amazing. Did you record it? Is it recorded? Mad love, homie, like the Gucci crab suit, you have a badass one. Yeah. So if anyone's wondering why I'm wearing a sparkly jacket, it's because I'm just showing you part of my situation, my costume that we used. So it was fun. You're such a handsome being. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. So that was fun. Yeah, I look amazing in sequins. Thank you. And fishnets, apparently. For anyone who's wondering how my cat's doing, he's right there. And he's doing great. There he is. As big as howdy. Oh, he wants his little sequence pats. Do you want me to pat like a little sequence? Hey, Kathy. I love a seal point too. Oh, he's alive. Look at him being so alive. Hi, baby. Hi. My sweet boy. He's my little sweet boy. My sweet boy. Nothing like a little pink lighting in a sequins jacket. Bailey the savings cat. He really is very sweet. He is. I mean, if any one of you came to my house, he would be like obsessed with you. Sweet Blazer, thanks. This was part of my Sebastian costume. Sebastian. I had little crab hands though. People ask me, what were you for Halloween? So I threw it on. I will send you pics. It's very giving. Thank you. Who knew I just needed to throw a little, hang on. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do readings. I'm going to do readings. Why the hell not? Because that's what we're here for. But I think I should take off the jacket because all these people are going to be like, look at this weirdo with this fucking red jacket on. Spud it lit. Yeah, the first one will be. The jacket is slay. I know, but I'm not wearing like something cute to match it underneath. I'm wearing like the totally not matchy. The no jacket and no undershirt is perfect readings. That's when all of my respect from all other mediums will go flying out the door. They'll be like, he's a hoor. He's a hoor. I'm not trying to be a hoor. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a hoor. Oh my God, look at that. First my sister comes in. Now my father comes in. I really can't be going out here with no shirt on. That'd be... Melly, ha ha ha, respect. Who needs it? Good question. Great question. I don't know. It's giving red jacket. It's giving hello, Oscar. Supportive family is the best. That is true. Yeah. Kathy says, Dad's in here? Yep. He sure is. He just said hello. It's giving Christmas recital. Yes. The first Noel, the angels did sing. That's hilarious. I mean, this jacket is gonna be worn many times in my life. I mean, we're talking Valentine's Day, we're talking Christmas, we're talking red, white, and blue, that whatever that holiday is. I look nice. Thanks. This was part of a Halloween costume. That's why I have it on. This is gonna be my birthday. This is gonna be Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. It's gonna be holidays. Valentine's Day. Every day. How soon is too soon to connect with someone in spirit? There is no too soon. It really depends on the sitter. So it depends on you. Do you feel ready to? Do you feel emotionally prepared to? Ooh, sorry, my other people. I haven't been completely ignoring you guys. Hey, Coco. Hey, Maria. Hey, Jane. Not Maria, Myra. Yeah, so it's not too soon. Yeah, New Year's. Although I feel like I should get a gold sequence jacket for New Year's. Gold. Yeah, gold sequence. That'd be cute. What's your Chipotle order? It's just a veggie bowl. Extra rice, extra black beans. Fajita, like the peppers. What else is there? Mild salsa, corn, guac, little lettuce, dressing. Rose gold would slay for New Year's. That's a great idea. Maybe I should just get a whole bunch of sequence jackets and I can just be that guy who wears big sequency jackets for everything. Yeah, I do owe you referrals, Heather, for sure. For sure. I'm going to be that guy because who doesn't love a little drama? I need to bring my musical theater self back into Michael Sequins Mayo. Bring the drama back, Make Michael dramatic again. Okay? That's what I need to do. Make Michael dramatic again. Too bad Brittany and Andrew don't have a TikTok. We could make a family reunion for show. That's very true. I'm telling Matthew Tao. Why? Matthew would love this jacket. Oscar, no drama. Defy gravity. I'll need a green sequence for that. I'm still waiting until Ursula comes back. One can only hope. The best costume I saw at that party, which didn't win the best costume award, was a costume that was Vanessa. As we all know, Ursula in her human form was Vanessa, who tried to get Prince Eric. So it was Vanessa in her wedding dress. And the moment where like all the starfish like attack her and all the sea creatures attack her? That's what this was. And the person held something in her mouth that put like a starfish on her mouth and then on her body and stuff like that. And then was holding a mirror. And in the mirror was Ursula's like face. And I thought that was so freaking creative. I said that was the best costume in my opinion. But who won was just Buzz Lightyear. Some person dressed as a female Buzz Lightyear, and I was like, nah. Hey, Amber. Yeah, it was so creative. I literally love that. Yeah, why did Buzz Lightyear? Because that person's friends were all there. That's why they won. I was like, this is ridiculous. Not only that, they had to lip sync. So those of you who wanted me to be Ursula again, they had to lip sync to Ursula's song, and nobody knew the words. Nobody knew the words. Do you know how pissed I was? Because I wanted to be on that stage, But I didn't want to go by myself because my costume wouldn't make sense unless my friend went with me, and he was a little shy, so he didn't want to go, which is okay. But Yeah, it was. I could have slayed that number. I could have killed it. I would have destroyed that number. I would have won. If they would have made it to the top 5, I would have won. The determination, where can we see the behind the scenes of this party? I mean, there was not really so much to see behind the scenes, to be honest. Nice seeing you, son. I love you, son. Keep it cool as always. Good night, Oscar. Thanks for popping in. Now's your chance. Give us a show, Michael. Yeah, there was a time. There was a time when I give you a show. You're so fun to watch. Thanks. I think it's just the jacket. I think you're just being fooled by the sequence. Hello, German Drade. Hello. Yeah, you have an audience. I do have a little loyal following, which I appreciate. Y'all are so nice. You show up every week and come talk to me, which is so fun. I love that. I love the fun. Yeah, but I should do readings is what I think I should do. So perhaps I should do that, but my cat is sitting right here in front of me. Hey PJ. Hello. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because otherwise I'm going to get like tons of texts. Thanks, Heather. Wait, sorry, Heather, I missed it. Did you say it was recorded? Because I'd love to hear it. The camo hat with the jacket, I know. I know, and this shirt too. Like this shirt is not the right shirt for this either. But I mean, I could have done my hair, but I didn't do my hair, and I already worked out. So like now I have this really curly, moppy moment that's kind of smushed and down. You know? I want you to send it to me. I want to see it. I want to hear it. Look at that. Look at that hair. My big half Persian, half ragdoll is sitting on top of me too. Oh, I love that. The hair. Everybody's saying the hair. Thanks. When my hair's actually done, it's pretty cute. But, you know, I mean, this isn't terrible. It's giving curls, but I don't know. Yeah, tag me in the video. I'd love that. What else? Hey, you had me laughing so hard with wheezing the other night. I know. We were so funny. We were so silly. Thanks, Janelle. I am lucky, I guess, if that's what we were saying. You love the curls? Thanks. It's giving ... LOL. I don't know what that means. I came in late and you probably already said it, but curious what your costume was now. It was Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. That's Melinda's hair, is it? Oh my God, I didn't know that. You're telling me this and I'm learning. My hair's great. It can be straight, it can be curly, it can be wavy. It's so obedient. As long as it stays on my head and doesn't leave. You freaking love the curls? Thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, they look okay right now. They're not too bad right now. They're doing something right now. We have the same hairstyle and gets curly after the shower. Curl twins. Hell yeah. That is very real. Hello from New Zealand. Love your podcast with Courtney Dawson and bought your book. So insightful. Thanks, Rachel. I love me some New Zealand. Where in New Zealand are you? It's one of my favorite countries to visit. I've only visited once, but I'd love to be there again. I have a little bit of a smoldery look at times. Oh my Lord. Okay. Hello. Oh, I should do one of those little voiceovers like, why don't you come over here? No, I got to think of a good line. Something sort of smoldery and sexy. Anyway, Yeah, Little Mermaid. You love that, Patty. That's exactly right. Did you anything ever knock on the table? Yeah, we had a couple right at the very end. Hey, Jackie. Hobbiton, no jokes. Few farms down. Oh, awesome. Is that on the South Island? Can't remember. It's near Wellington. Am I right or am I wrong? Get in the car, Elizabeth. You guys are cute. North Island. Okay, got it. Yeah, I need to go back. I definitely need to go back. You love the hair. Thanks. This is what it looks like if I do nothing. If I just sweat in a hat, it'll do this. This is actually going okay. It's not too crazy or bad. Hello, Amy. Where am I from? I am from California. Do you mean ethnically though? Like what's my ethnicity? You have windblown hair. Look like you've been in a convertible. Yep. I have I was working out and I had this hat on. But people said they liked the curls, so I kept them out. Instead of hiding them and going, no, don't look at my curls. Well, I'm glad that my book is reaching all the way to New Zealand. That's lovely. I don't know how to talk like a... Hold on, let me think about it. Let's see if I can get a New Zealand accent. I'm going to try. No, I'm just a little too twangy. I'm going to try to do a New Zealand accent, and I'm going to... I have to say something with 10. So I've got to be like, I've got 10 cents on me. I've got 10 cents. And what are other words that they say where they make it really sharp like that? I can't remember. Oh, where's home? Okay, ethnicity is Cuban, El Salvador, Spanish, a little Portuguese in there. And then, what's the other thing? Oh, I live in California. I'm in Southern California, in Orange County. I'm in Mississippi. Do that accent. I don't really know how to do a Mississippi accent, but I guess maybe you guys talk a little bit like this. I do declare. No, I don't. I really don't know how to do a Mississippi accent. I'd have to listen to it first before I tried to do it. But maybe this is the way that it sounds like. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Mississippi sounds like. Any chance you're practicing medical Reiki? So, do you mean the healing work that I do? Because I definitely do healing work. And I would definitely be doing that this evening. I really can't tell you how many times I tried to do this Southern accent, but I don't really know if anyone else really thinks it sounds like it's from Mississippi. So, anyway, that's all I got. Do I do past life regressions? I don't, but I may be able to point you to someone who might. Hey, I was born in Westminster. I saw one of your other friends, Jackie. One of your other friends came for a reading, and I thought it went well. I thought we had a good reading. I think I still need to send her reading, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Love the red jacket. Thanks. This was part of my costume that I did. You'd love to try it for your knee? Okay, yeah. What's going on with your knee? Talk to me about your knee. Wait, Ashton, was it right, though? Do I know any of the housewives? No. I sat next to someone from New Jersey on the plane, and the poor guy couldn't understand me. Oh, my goodness. He couldn't understand the things you were saying? I mean, how thick is this accent? Or, wait, because I think I'm like more like Texas with that accent. Not so much Southern, especially if you can't understand it. That means it's going to be really thick. I'd have to hear it. Sarah says I nailed it. I don't know that I did. Thanks, Heather. I appreciate you saying that I'm cute. I'd like to be silly. You're lucky I'm old and gay. Wait, Janelle, are you gay? Am I learning something right now? What? Really? Oh, that was it, Tracy? It was Tracy. Yeah. I don't know if she talked to you about it. Yes, I'm planning on doing some mediumship tonight. Yep. Okay, so you have some knee numbness. Okay. Gotcha. Hi, Kim. I'm doing really well. I could work on that for you if you'd like. I can try. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything. I said what the last two times? The same thing? You've told me that before? Oh my god, I have no memory of anything. You're doing like an old Southern accent, like 50s. Okay, yeah. I need to hear the today's. I'm from Louisiana and have lived in Mississippi. You did pretty good. Oh, thanks. As a kid, the first time I heard a deep Southern accent, I cracked up so bad. I feel like that would be me too. I find it actually very endearing. I actually really like that accent. Hi, Miss Pilar. Yes, next time I'll wear a carabiner, a carabiner, a carabiner. I didn't know that, but that actually makes me love you more, Janelle. I already loved you, and now I love you even more. I didn't know you were my people. I didn't know you were my LGBTQ, LMAO, XYZ plus people. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Diane. You asked for a sign and received it almost minutes later. That's incredible. I have a torn rotator cuff. I need help if you're doing healings. Okay, amazing. Cunty Granny, hello. I personally don't feel like I have an accent until I talk to someone who isn't Southern. Well, that's kind of how the accents work. That makes a lot of sense. Apparently, I sound like cornbread. Ooh, I hope you taste like cornbread too, because I love me some cornbread. Janelle, I literally didn't know this, and you've told me. Apparently, I've told you this multiple times, and I say that every time, but I don't have any memory of that, so I don't know what I was on this whole time. I'm glad you think it's funny, Candy. I'm from California. I just learned through TikTok we have an accent too. We absolutely do have an accent. You know how I know that? When I lived in Australia, I remember these people walking into, I had been there for quite a while. I remember walking into, people walking into the Starbucks that I worked at in Australia. And I remember hearing this accent and I was like, oh my God, I can hear it. Because you know, when you're away from it for so long, you finally hear it and you're like, holy shit, that's totally California. And they were absolutely from Southern California. And I was like, oh, I just heard it. I heard it. I heard the accent. So yeah, we definitely have an accent. Michael, you are LGBTQ? I didn't know that. Yeah. I'm the G of it all. I'm very much the G. Give me a little tequila and I'm a little bit of the B, but I'm mostly the G. But I'm here all night, folks. Oh man, we have fun. So yeah. Yes, I live in California. Please tell me I have an accent. Yeah, absolutely. Do you offer private readings? I do. And the only place you can ever get those is only through my website. So the only way you can book a reading with me, don't believe anyone who messages you saying, hello, dear one, I feel like I'm drawn to you. I want to give you a message. That's all fake. So only message me on, or only, you can only book through my website, mediummicromayo.com. So if you want that, that's the only way. So yeah. She laughed. Jackie laughed. Someone give this man tequila. Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly tonight. I think it's this jacket. It's really bringing out the silliness in everybody tonight, which is great. Thanks, Spirit Angel. I appreciate that. You rock too. Hi, hope to book a reading. Yeah, okay, German. Andre. Yeah, please do. please book a reading. I have availability, so come on in. You can do that at mediummichaelmayo.com under book now, books-now. Hi, Michael. I bought one of your meditation sessions and loved it. Amazing, Gia. I'm glad that you liked it. Ashton, it's officially my new favorite. Thanks. I love the sparkly jacket. Did you borrow that from another medium? No, this one is, I bought it the other day for my Sebastian costume. Is there another medium? The only medium I know that wears sparkly is Matt Fraser. But you know what? It's fun. So, Avina, I laughed way too hard at that. Patty's laughing too. I'm so glad that I'm making you guys laugh. That's what I want to do. Hi, Ellen. Ellen, by the way, I love everything you repost. It always tells me what you repost. I just want you to know I really appreciate all your reposts. Thanks, Melly, for putting my website on there. It is the jacket. That jacket is straight fire. Thanks, Melissa. It was a fun one. It was definitely a fun one. Loving my curly hair today. You know, you guys are really liking this curly hair thing. I think that's a Gen Z thing, but I don't think Gia's Gen Z. I think you're a millennial like me, Gia, if I'm not mistaken. Sam, you're officially important now that you have sequence jacket. Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely giving that feeling. Thanks for the hearts, Diane. Please like and share this live if you can. That's always very helpful. Glad to see you got the joke. I hope I sure did. Matt Fraser is just too much for me. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to comment on my feelings about that, but I'll let you fill in the blank. Oh, hello, Glinda. Nice to see you. Love you tons. So nice to have you here. Okay, guys, I swear I'm going to do some work here in a second. So we're just getting warmed up. We're warming up the crowd. We're getting people involved. It sounds like I had a couple of requests for some healings, so I may do a couple of healings. And then I'll do some readings. Let's see. Millennial over here, and I love your hair. Thanks, Melly. Melly, I thought you were a Gen Zer. You're so youthful looking. How are you a millennial? That doesn't make sense to me. I this whole time thought you were Gen Z. Jess, I was watching an interview with Lin-Manuel, and you guys have similar vibes. Thank you. That's such a compliment. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda. Oh, I mean, that's like one of the best compliments you could ever say because he's such a genius. And if I could feel a little bit like his vibe, oh, thank you. Also, the hair looks cool. Thanks. This is just hat hair. I literally just took this hat off that I was wearing. So yeah, that's crazy. God, that was such a millennial thing to say. Yeah, that sounds right. Gen X loves the hair too. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, Ragni. Nice to see you. You love my hair too. You guys are so complimentary today. It's the jacket, folks. Y'all are just getting fooled by this jacket. Michael, did you think I was like 18? No, I thought you were... I don't know how old I thought you were, Jackie. I actually don't know. So let's see. Oh, thank you. I got some good genes from my parents. That's helpful. That's helpful. Yeah, I got some pretty good genes too. I'm not like Ola from Byron Bay, all the way down south in Australia, mate. Is that where you are? Are you in Australia, mate? You're down in Byron Bay. I love that. Hello, Kendra. Thanks for being here. Millennials unite. I love that. Y'all are so cute. Hey, we are so sparkly. Yeah, we're sparkly today. Someone asked me what I was for Halloween, and so they were like, show me the jacket. Well, they didn't ask, but I did it anyway. I said, I have to show you the jacket because how often do I get to wear it? You know what? Sunflower age, what is it anyway? You know what I'm saying? I get like 20 all the times, and I think I'm at a decade. Yeah, I get that. Oh, Alberta, Canada, Jasper. Wow, I don't even know where that is. I'd have to like look at a map for that, Lorna. Alberta, Canada. Yeah, I don't think I ever went to Byron Bay when I was in Australia. What? I can't even remember where it is on the map. That was 2014, and I don't remember what I ate yesterday, so there's no chance of me remembering where Byron Bay is. The hair and the jacket are giving. Thanks, Sam. Hello. I heard your name yesterday, and voila, I see you tonight. Rebecca, isn't it beautiful how life works that way? That's amazing. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm gonna have to go pee. New here. My partner, 14 years, and I are trying to reconcile, but on a pause. Do I trust him? Advice. So I don't do readings that way. It's a George. It's a gorgeous life. There it is. I'm not such a really focused to figure out the names. I don't do readings that way, but I will be doing readings. Northern New South Wales. You know, I lived in New South Wales. I went to school at the University of New South Wales. So did I ever go to Byron Bay? I don't think I did. Near Brisbane. No, I don't think I did. I think I jumped up, went straight to Cairns. So yeah. Charity, you love the bling? Thank you. I appreciate that. This was part of my Halloween costume. I was Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, but skimpy. She's pretty, thanks. Hello, Cynthia. I believe that, Sunflower. You strike me as someone who can rock with anyone, honestly. Hoping someone comes through for my B-Day. I hope so too. I'm 30 and I get carded, so it's officially a flex. Yeah, that's good. If you do healing work for someone and have similar pain, can the healing work for multiple people? Maybe. I mean, it's definitely been collateral healing is what I would call it. Sometimes that does happen. Are you doing mediumship tonight, Sequins Mayo? Yes, I am. Let's see. I do have to pee though, so I'm gonna go pee before I work. Hi from Omaha, Nebraska. I've driven through Nebraska. You know that I was driving from Chicago to Wyoming, and that was the longest freaking state that I've ever freaking driven through. It felt like it never ended. It was just continuously driving, and I was like, I'm still in Nebraska. How it's been 7 hours. How am I still freaking in Nebraska? So that was really interesting and fun. I will definitely don't apologize. It's a gorgeous life. You don't need to apologize at all. You don't know. You've never had a reading with me, so how would you know? Mendocino, California. Ooh, that's I've been around Mendocino before. Go pee, you're acting like a nurse. That sounds right. I believe that. Let's see. Michael, I'm still waiting for my reading from you. I know, and I would love to give it to you. We just have to kind of hope that it occurs, but I definitely am going to get that at some point, I'm sure. So you're on Instagram and on YouTube both? I get it now. It's like split personality. Wow, yeah, I'm on multiple platforms. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and I think I said them all. Oh, TikTok. Yeah. Okay, sparkly jacket. Yeah, this is my crab outfit. Do I have a pic of me in the costume? Yeah, I showed it earlier. So yeah. No, I think George is the longest day for me right now. George, don't know what I'm lost there. You've not driven through Texas. Yeah, I believe that. Well, you can drive like 12 hours in California and still be in California. Well, no, you probably wouldn't be still in California after 12. I don't think. We have a lot of fields. Yeah, there's a lot of fields. I've never driven through Texas, but I'd like to. 4:15 a.m. Been ages since I've been awake to see your mediumship. Well, I'm gonna do some mediumship. Just you wait, and then I'm gonna run to the restroom. Right, no landscapes. Well, to be fair, I was on the drive. I was driving for forever. I was on the freeway, so you can't really see anything anyway. Michael, is seeing cardinals always related to spirit? I wouldn't say always, but if you have a special connection to them, it may be that is a sign. It was supposed to say George is the longest day I've been through. Got it. Now I get it. Mikasa Sukasa, you can stop in Texas anytime. Elp, Texas. Okay, amazing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go have a little tinkle. I will be back, and I'm gonna mute myself because last time you all said that you heard me peeing, and that's weird. And then when I come back, I'll do some work. I don't know if anyone's still here that wanted healing done, but yeah, give me a second. How do I mute this? In the meantime, you guys can send likes and shares, but how do I forget how to mute. It's not like I do this every week or anything. You know what I'm saying? That's a bit weird. I think it's right here. Boop. Okay. Mute. Mute. Okay. Here. Wow. You guys stayed on for a long time. Oh, I'm still muted. How do I unmute myself? There we go. I am unmuted. Great. Thanks. Okay, I had to mute myself on the other thing too. Try not to touch your hair, Michael, because that's when life ends really bad. I changed my other shirt because this was bugging the crap out of me, was it not matching. So now we're back into here. So okay, so let's work. Shall we? Shall we work? Let's see. My curly crazy hair, or is it just a sequence jacket? You know, people technically find red to be a color that makes people more attractive. So I don't know. So, oh, good thing I was here for this little thing. Let's see. Yeah, y'all were worried about me as he ran to the bathroom. Sorry, I'm catching up. You look like a doctor right now. Hopefully, a good doctor. Power color. You know, I'm surprised all of you are sticking around. That is pretty cool. Yeah, Michael is a cutie and he is a gifted medium. Thanks. You all are so sweet. Michael, this is a good look for you. Love it. Thanks. You know, I swear, guys, I actually try sometimes. Sometimes I try. I'm not trying right now. This is just, you know, whatever. But yeah. Looking like the full course. Oh my god, you guys. Okay. For me, it's the hair. Thanks. I was on Facebook and just got your voice through my AirPods. Crazy. Love, doctor. We love the Mayo. We all thought you fell in and were worried. I did fall in for a few minutes. Yeah. I swam out though. Stop wearing the hat. Okay. Means I have to start doing my hair. Or just wear the hat until I come here, then take off the hat, and then I have the curls. So. Mayo Clinic. The Labyrinth Brother. You need to go dancing. I do go dancing. The last time I wore this, I was dancing my little butt off. So, yeah. Pisces thing. Falling and swimming out. Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds like me. You were not muted. Okay. Let's see. Thought you were pooping. Not specifically. Part of it was me trying to search for this shirt, and I couldn't find it. So, wait, you're a Pisces too? I am definitely a Pisces. The hat backwards. Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, I definitely wear the hat backwards. Do I have a dog? No. You were hearing a cat doing things. Did you go to LA? I did. That, you know what? That tells me that my audio, if I wasn't muted, then my audio is here. I have to change this mic to my Yeti. There we go. Ta-da! Now you can probably hear me. Okay. So we're gonna wait for Instagram to catch up. Once Instagram catches up, then we can go ahead and start working. So let me just give them a second to get back in, and then we'll work. What do you reckon? Don't mind me, just in a very red sequence jacket. Don't mind me. Bye, Heather. Kelly, sounds like your cats see Michael. Hi, Michael. Hi, Tricia. Now we can hear you. Great. I'm glad you can hear me now. Ooh, love the jacket. Thanks. This was part of my Halloween costume. Okay, so let's read. Shall we? Shall we? Oh well, I guess was there people that needed a healing first and then we can go from there? Did we want to do healing and then do the reading? Hey Tansy. Okay. So I'll do one healing first and then I'll do readings. Is that okay? Are you guys cool with that? Okay, so let's do that. So who has something that they're dealing with right now that they can feel, that they can measure, and that they need to. So you have to have active pain or something going on right now that can be measured. Gabrielle says rotator cuff, and then Kendra says neck. Okay, so then let's pull up. Miranda, what the? Yeah, it's a long story, but essentially they asked me what I ended up being for Halloween, and then I said this, and then I said, let me get my jacket because it's sparkly, and now I just look like a little floozy here, just on the live with my curly hair. So that explains it, Miranda. Hope you understand it. And yeah. So I'm going to bring all three of you up really quick. Hold on. No, I just look like a curly-haired floozy. You know what I'm saying? But really, I'm actually going to heal some people. So we're going to start off with... what are we starting off with? We do not floozy shame in this house. That's true, Snow Audio. No floozy shaming here. Are you not on TikTok? I absolutely am on TikTok. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few people up really quick. Blaine, does that cause pain right now? Do you have pain right now? I'm going to bring up a few of you, so give me a second. Where did the other person go? Kendra. All right. And why is it not showing for you? I didn't block you. Okay, let me get you that. Go ahead and mute yourselves, Kendra and Gabrielle, real quick. If you know how to do that. Perfect. Thank you so much. And then let me pull up one more person, but on the other platform. Blaine, will you send me your email and I can email it to you? Email you the link and then we'll work through these three and then I'll do some readings. What do you say? Does that sound good? Because it's Medium Like a Male Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's Medium Like a Male Monday. This is what we do. Okay, give me a second. Mark as unread. How do I mark this as unread? Boom. Okay. Compose. Here we go. I'm going to set this. Com. And then the subject is StreamYard link. Okay. There we go. So I have some folks I'm going to work on. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to do this in order of what I think is going to be the fastest. Fastest order. Okay, so I sent that to you, Blaine, and you can join whenever you're ready. Okay, Gabrielle, let's start with you. If you want to unmute yourself, you can.
Hello.
Hi. I haven't done healings in quite a while, actually, so this will be interesting. What's today's date? November 4th. My mom's birthday, actually. Fun fact. So, Gabrielle, talk to me about what's going on.
Well, my left arm or shoulder, I've been having pain for a few months, and when I went to the doctor, I was told that I have a rotator cuff impingement. But from everything I've read and everything that I've seen, it seems or feels more like a tear. It's very painful when I move my arm in certain directions. I've lost some strength in that arm in like lifting things. If I can lift them, I can't even comb my hair. Like I can't lift my arm up high enough to comb my hair. And it can be very painful. So I go for physical therapy in a couple days, but it's been very uncomfortable.
Okay, awesome. Let me just address Blaine. Hi, Blaine. You're in the background right now, so no one can see you. But if you want to just hang out, I'm going to work with Gabrielle. Then I'll come to you, and then I'll go to Kendra, okay? So if you don't mind hanging out, Kendra, as I just kind of work on everybody, that would be amazing. Yes, I'm going to do readings, Miranda. Okay, so let me start with Gabrielle. So you feel like it could be a tear because it's really painful.
Yeah.
So if it's a tear, I don't know how much I'll be able to help that, but I'll try. But we'll see if we can even get any pain reduction, even just a little bit. So right now, if you, like, is there a way you can like move your arm and that like tells you like how painful it is, or?
Yeah. Well, in certain directions, it's extremely painful. And like I said, I can't lift it up over my head at all. I can't comb my hair. I can't put my hair in a ponytail. And I have wavy, curly hair, so it's.
So when you lift it up to go to comb your hair, what's the pain level?
It's a 10.
Okay, so it's really bad. What is it just leaving your arm down?
If I leave it down and don't move it, I don't feel anything. Right,
okay. Okay, so then we're going to have to test it. So are you okay with moving it to cause the pain?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to just move it now and just tell me what you feel.
Okay, so I'm trying to lift it over my head, and it feels very tight, and it's pain that like gradiates from my shoulder down to my elbow.
And this is your left shoulder?
Yeah.
And is it in the back, the middle, or the front?
It's weird because it's shoulder definitely, but the pain is in my down from my shoulder to my elbow on the side, like where the muscle is. I don't know how, like bicep down to elbow.
Okay. Right now, when you lifted it, what was the pain?
It's depending on, it's about, I would say 8 right now.
Okay. I'm going to do what I can. We'll see if I can do anything. I don't know that I can. This is always an experiment. Have you seen me do a healing before?
I have, yes.
Okay, so you understand that I'm going to work through a series of different techniques, and then hopefully one of them works, and you just need to tell me honestly whether it's changed from what I did previously. Okay? Okay, so just give me a minute. And if you feel anything while I'm working, you're welcome to share that with everybody because I think it makes it slightly more interesting than watching me be silent. So if you do notice anything.
Right now, I don't feel anything.
Okay, great. Okay, so I want you to check this. This is my first one that I always start with. Let me just see if it did anything. So I want you to lift your arm and just test it.
It's still just as painful, but it feels like I could maybe lift it up a little bit higher.
Okay.
But I mean, to give you an idea, this is kind of gross, but I can't even lift it high enough to shave under that arm.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Or apply deodorant or anything. It's like stuck in a position, and when I try to go beyond that, it's very tight and very.
And they don't suspect frozen shoulder or anything?
They didn't mention that, and somebody in the chat had mentioned it. I had never heard of that before, so I didn't even know to ask about that.
Okay, gotcha. Someone else in the chat, on another chat, was thinking that it's likely a tear, but we'll see. Again, if it is a tear, I don't know what I can really do for that because it obviously needs to kind of heal on its own, but let's just see. Okay, I'm trying my next technique to see if we get anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to check this. Tell me if there's any change. The first two are more broad treatments, so I'm just curious if they're going to do anything.
It feels the same.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go to this next one. Okay, I want you to check this. Tell me if that did anything.
It feels the same.
Okay, I'm going to go one more because if it's not responding to any of those, then that's likely one of those that's not going to do anything. So 10% of people that I work on, I get no movement on. So let me see if I can throw something else at it. Okay, check that.
Oh, no, it's the same.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Gabrielle. I don't think I'm going to be able to help you with that.
I appreciate you trying to help me. You don't have to be sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, I always want to be able to help someone with the pain, especially something like that. But if it is a tear, that's going to be something that's going to have to kind of heal on its own. So very unlikely that I'll be able to get any movement with it. But hopefully you do find a solution and it does eventually help.
I hope so too. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah, of course. Not a problem. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Okay, so let's look at. I had two other people, but they have disappeared. So I don't know if they didn't want to wait or what happened. But let's go ahead and did we have anyone else that needed the healing work before I move to readings? Kendra, you're there. Perfect. All right, Kendra, let's go. Boop. I can understand you don't want to just like sit up there and just be chilling.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, so Kendra. So talk to me about what's going on, Kendra.
So I'm going for an MRI for my neck.
Okay.
I think I have either a pinched nerve or I have collapsed disc, and I'm getting pain down my left arms, my left arm, and then my right arm. Sometimes I get numbness down my fingers.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Neck pain with sort of radiating pain can be helped. Do you have active pain right now, though?
Yes.
Okay. What's your pain level right now, 1 to 10?
I'd say 3.
Oh, okay. So not too bad.
No, I can tolerate a lot of pain, so.
Okay. So it's a 3 right now. And is it more the left? You said left side?
It's more left.
Okay. And do you get a sense of if you move it any certain direction, does it hurt more?
It hurts more towards looking over my right shoulder.
Okay, so when you turn like that, that's when you kind of feel it more. Do you know which vertebrae it feels like?
They said, I think it was C3.
Okay. So like you just saw, I'm going to be trying different things and then checking in with you. And all you have to do is tell me honestly whether it works or not, whether you feel any difference. You won't offend me. You won't hurt my feelings. It works for some people. It doesn't work for, it works for most people, I should actually say. And then there's a small percentage that nothing happens. So hopefully you're not in that small percentage. So let's explore this. So give me a second. Okay, so I want you to check that. We're going to see what that did. Has it changed at all from a 3?
No.
So still a 3.
No, it sounds funny, but I felt like warm
Yeah?
in that area.
Yep, good. So that's a good sign that you're feeling something. So that's good.
I can move over. I can look over my shoulder now, but I still have that pain down my left arm.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm going to go to my next technique here. So right now we're just going through the different techniques to see which one is going to give you the most relief. So the fact that you're feeling anything and you got more mobility, that's a good sign that something will happen. So let's keep going. Okay, I want you to check that. Do you notice any difference?
No.
Okay, so it still feels like the same level of pain.
Pain, yes.
Okay, let me put that down. Okay, so still a 3, and then it's left side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go. I'm going to go with what usually does something here. So give me a second. Okay, I want you to check that.
I actually, before you even said anything, I started feeling it lightening up with that twinge down my arm.
You felt it what? I'm sorry?
I said I started feeling it lightening up of that burning sensation down my arm.
So you were feeling that starting to lessen? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. Is it still the same level of pain when you kind of move it?
No.
Okay.
It's less.
Okay. What is the pain level now? If it was a 3 before, what would you say it is now?
I would say it is a 1 for sure.
Oh, 1. Okay, so that one worked really well. So let me do a little bit more of that. Okay, I want you to check that.
My headache lightened up.
Oh, you didn't know you had a headache.
Well, I have so much pain all over that sometimes I don't notice other things but I did notice after my other things lightened up that my headache went away. I'm like, oh, my headache is gone after I was moving my head around.
Amazing. Yeah, that's good. So what was your headache before? What number would you have given that?
Oh, just a 1.
And then now it's a 0.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then how about for the pain and maybe the arm tingling and all of that?
Tingling, I mean, it's a lot better than what it was, for sure.
Okay. How about the pain in your neck when you move it?
I would say, yeah, feels so much better. Maybe I can sleep tonight.
Feels so much better, yeah. Would you say it's a 0.5? Is it still there at all? 0.25? What would you say it is?
I would say maybe 0.5. It's still a little, but oh my gosh, it feels 10 times better. It's like, what are you seeing when you're doing this?
Yeah, so I'm going to keep working and I'm going to talk at the same time. So, So when I'm working on someone, what I'm doing is I'm just drawing the energy. As I'm drawing that energy, I'm letting it sort of build. And so what I'm doing is I'm not necessarily like diagnosing the issue. What I'm doing is building an energy, this healing energy, into my hands, through my head, down my arms, into my hands. And when I feel that magnetic-y sort of building of the energy, then I direct it. And so it's how I direct it. So in the different techniques that I was using just now, I was using, different ways of applying the energy. I always start with a sort of more open, neutral, universal sort of energy first. And then I move if it's that those things aren't working, because oftentimes that'll just fix it in and of itself. But if that doesn't work, then I have to be a little bit more specific and detailed. And that's when I start to sort of see things. So then I just get your issue, whatever it is, and I just put it in front of me. And then I just apply in different ways the energy that I want to apply. So with this, I'm trying to apply some kind of either anti-inflammatory, pain relief. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm also kind of creating space for your nerve. So if this is a nerve impingement thing, I'm kind of telling your body to like create space around whatever the thing that's impinging upon it. And that seems to work. So, I do all kinds of different things. But it just depends on what's going to work for that person on that day. Like, obviously we just saw the previous person, and I had a little skepticism that I would be able to help it if it was a tear. And I suspect it may be if she's having that kind of pain. And I like can't remend like muscle tissue. So at least I don't think I can. So, or at least I don't know how, I should say. But with this, I'm just kind of trying to hit this space where you're getting this pain with some relief, basically. So that's what seems to be working.
Yes. I can sleep tonight.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do just a little bit more, and then we're going to leave that there. And hopefully, I mean, I'd love to get you to 0 with the neck pain, but, we only have so much time to do it. But let me just try this too. Okay. Check that because my cat's stopping me.
I love it.
How's the pain there? Is it still a 0.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and leave it there just because of timing. But do let me know how you're getting on because it is going to kind of continue. The healing is going to keep working as we go. Just know that sometimes as the healing process is happening, sometimes you can go through what's called a healing journey, and you'll feel a little bit increase of the pain before it starts to decrease. So just know if it does come back, it's not the end of the world. I would love to leave you at 0, but I think it would just take a long time to do that. So hopefully you feel a little bit better.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was awesome.
Amazing. Awesome. Thanks, Kendra.
Yes.
What I would
really warm. It was weird.
Yeah, that's the energy working. So what I would recommend is send me a little message so I can check in on you. So right when you get off of here, just send me a quick little message. Say, hey, you worked on my neck. And we got it to a 0.5, even though I have it written down. And then that way I can just check back in with you, see if we need to do something else. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Kendra.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. So Matthew Tao says, now that's a jacket. Thanks, Matthew Tao. Is part of my Halloween costume. I was a Sebastian. So there's that. So you can see like there was obviously improvement, which is what we love. And that's 90% of people. I can get some sort of improvement on. And then on some occasions, like we saw tonight, I can't. And I hate it when that happens because I want 100%, but that's just not the case. So yeah, that's kind of what that is. So thank you so much, Yvonne. Let's see. Hey, Michael, it's been a while. Hey, Nina. I love this. I'm glad that I hopped on IG when I did. Also would love a reading. I'm looking how I can potentially join. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a spirit-led reading. So I'm going to do that now, actually. That way I do some kind of reading tonight because I know people are wanting a reading. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start to describe what I'm experiencing, and I'm going to hopefully bring through someone's loved one here. And I'm going to be giving you information about them and what I'm perceiving. If you can understand the information, I'm going to ask you to put a heart in the chat, whichever chat you're in. Please wait until I check in with you guys before you put any hearts. Once I check in, then you can put some hearts in the chat. So sorry, baby, you're gonna have to get off my lap because I need to focus and I don't want to feel you moving around on me. So let me see if there's anything else I need to say. Likes and sharing of this live is helpful. Yeah, you should be able to take 99 to 100% of what I'm gonna say. So I don't want you to make things fit. Trust me, it will fit. It should all fit. essentially. There's like a bunch of people watching this right now, and I have to be very specific to make sure that I get this to the right person. So you should be able to take all the information essentially. So if you are interested in a reading, please don't leave. If you aren't interested in really reading and are able to, are willing to come up on the live, I do ask that you come up on the live if this message is for you. Do come up on the live because your spirit person is trying to get a message to you, and it would be a shame to kind of cut that short. Yeah, it's we really want to make sure that we are getting that. Hey, Dana. So I would love for you to stick around if you are hoping to get a reading. And yeah, so please listen carefully. And if you think it might be for you, do put something in put a heart in the chat. And I'll figure out the rest of the details as we go. So if more than one person is saying that they can take this, I'll give more information until we narrow it down to one person. And that's that. Does that sound okay? Hopefully that all makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Thanks for tapping that screen if you're on TikTok and the likes. So do listen, and then we'll see if this is for you today. Oof, okay, ready? Give me just a couple minutes, and I will start when I'm ready. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I definitely have a lady here who's stepping forward. She does feel to me older. I want to say she would have been in her 60s. At least that's how she's portraying herself right now. I feel as I want to go until maybe closer to like 67, somewhere around there is what she feels like to me. As I feel her too, she's a very slight, she feels slight to me. She feels like a smaller build to me. There's something kind of, I don't know if I want to say sensitive. She's kind of a sensitive presence. The way she feels to me is like in her life, she would have been really sensitive to other people. She would have been sensitive to kind of the environment and energy. Kind of feels kind of empathic a little bit to me. And I would say even maybe like a little bit of a nervous disposition is the feeling that I get here. But she feels almost as if I want to talk about her spiritual connection, because I feel as though that she would have had this sort of spiritual awareness or connection that she would have cultivated, which feels over a long time. As I feel her, I do feel like I want to talk about this sort of curly-ish long hair. Don't be married to the curly long hair, but I do see that, so I want to give that, and it does feel important enough to mention. The other thing that I can feel from her, I do feel as though this would have been an illness that would have taken her to the other side. The feeling with the illness feels to me, I don't know if this is like a lupus or she would have suffered, had to deal with lupus or something like that, because I can feel this sense of an autoimmune sort of thing happening here with her. The other thing that I can feel from her is she feels as though she's a bit alone, which is interesting. So in the later part of my life, I feel as though I would have been kind of isolated in some way or distant from my family or not feeling as connected. In fact, I would want to say that she didn't have a very big family and she had lost quite a bit of her family before her passing. So it feels as though that she would have felt a little bit on her own. I feel as though I need to talk about a brother in the spirit world that would be with her too. But I feel as though he would have passed much earlier in her life. Which is kind of interesting. This is a really interesting sort of aloneness. I also was aware when she first started to come in, I don't know that this is her name, but I was aware of like an Amber. I heard something like Amber. And then I also didn't know if I was hearing Amber or Angela, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards like the Amber name. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else. I do feel as though I want to keep to myself. I want to kind of have my own space. I don't feel like I'm as engaging, but I feel like with the person that I'm here for, which feels like a female, I feel as though I need to say she did feel this sense of connection. In fact, I feel as though this was this person that she, I don't know, it feels like you brought out a warmth in her, a joy in her. I feel a sense of gratitude towards you for being a support and being someone that really helped her, it feels like, in her life in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and just check in here. If you can understand some of that information, go ahead and put a heart in the chat. Because I do need to give this, and I feel like I need to talk about. I feel a friend. This feels more like a friend. I want to make it like family or something like that, but I actually feel like this is a friend that I know. Is really what it feels like. She feels to me as though I want to talk about the friendship connection here. Anne Marie, you can understand that. Okay, can anyone else take this information? And I feel as though I do want to say that there's some sort of spiritual connection here. There's some sort of that being an important part of your connection. So Anne-Marie, you can understand this information. I'm just giving it just another second to see if anyone else can take that. I appreciate the likes and the shares, folks. I really appreciate all the hearts. Okay, Anne-Marie, I'm going to go ahead and work with you since you seem to be the one that can take it. So let's do that. Hi, nice to hear from you and have you here. So Anne-Marie, you can understand this lady so far?
Yes.
Okay, you can understand. There's something kind of anxious about her, maybe even feeling a little bit like she had to kind of deal with this sort of being on her own in some way. Would you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Can you also take that she would have, okay, hold on, she's just coming in. Okay, would there be a specific connection around either a significance to Thanksgiving or something around November connected with her?
Yes.
Because she's just highlighting that to me as if there is something that would have been like an anniversary or something where we were connecting. I almost feel like I want to say like one of the last times I would have seen her or connected with her would have been something in November. Does that make sense to you?
No, not for the last time we saw each other.
Not for the last time, but you can understand that there would be something significant related to
Yes.
November connected to her. Okay. Would it make sense that this would be like an anniversary or a birthday or something like that?
It would be the holiday.
The holiday. Okay. So that's specifically what it is. So I should have stuck with the Thanksgiving because that's what I was seeing. So
Yes.
would you also understand too with her that this feels like a friendship connection here? Does that make sense to you?
Can I say what it is?
I'd rather you didn't, but can you understand that there would feel like this sort of friendship quality here to this relationship?
I understand it feeling like a friend, yes.
Okay, because it feels to me, even if she is family, she's someone you would have chosen to be around, because it feels to me
Yes.
as though that she brings forward this really caring, connective quality to her. And she really feels this gratitude towards you because in some way I feel as though you're the one bringing out sort of her sense of community or connection. There's this sense of kind of not feeling so alone. Can you understand that with her?
Yes, I do.
Because it feels to me as though that you would have really, really put a lot of effort and energy into making her feel connected and seen and supported. And because it feels as though her family, for some reason, feels quite distant to her. And it feels like this would be her like little section of the family. Would you understand that, Anne-Marie?
I do, yes.
Because I can feel that there. And then would you also be able to understand, I don't know if you shared a cousin or something like that, but I feel like I heard cousin. Would it make sense that there would be a connection to a cousin that would also be part of your little group of connection, I guess is the best way to
Yes.
say? Because I feel as though she wants to make reference to someone else who would have also been kind of connected here with you. As I talk about
Yes.
her too, would you understand her being younger than you?
Yes.
Because I feel as though as I'm with her, she's highlighting kind of your wisdom in some way, and she's kind of giggling about that as she says that. So would it make sense to you that you would have kind of felt like you knew, I don't want to say you knew better because that's not quite what I'm trying to say, but like you kind of always had a helpful answer for her, or you almost had like something to guide her in some way, because it feels to me as though she didn't always see things as clearly. I feel almost as if there was a lot of anxiety or concern that would have kind of maybe clouded her judgment at times. Would you understand that, Anne-Marie?
I do.
Would you also understand the anxiety around her health? Because as I'm talking about this, I can feel this sense of anxiousness, particularly around her health. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
She makes me feel as though, too, that there would have been, it feels like more than one thing going on with her nearing the end of her passing. So I feel as though there's something that feels like, I don't want to say lifelong, but like a large portion of her life that she would have kind of dealt with and struggled with, which I feel almost as if I need to say autoimmune or something like that. That feels like one part. Can you understand that?
Not autoimmune, but yes, health.
Okay, but you can understand that there would have been something that she struggled with for quite some time.
Yes.
Okay, and then can you also understand, though, what actually took her to the other side feels like something else? It almost feels like on top of that. It feels like, because it feels like there's this sort of buildup of the energy where it feels like, okay, and then we just sharply decline. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, and then would there have been cancer for her at some point in her life?
No, but it would feel like cancer.
Okay, because the feeling that I get here is I feel as though this is kind of more than just one area. It feels like I'm kind of dealing with different things going on. And would you know about her? Because she's bringing my attention to like my abdomen area, my like, I almost want to say like my digestion and this sort of thing. Would you be able to validate that, Anne-Marie?
100%, yes.
Yeah, because I feel almost as if I want to, like everything's slowing down, or I'm feeling like this pain in this area. And I almost want to say either distension or something like that. Would you understand that?
Yes, I do.
The other thing that she's highlighting too, there is something to do like either with circulatory, because I feel as though I'm getting edema. Would you understand the edema with her?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm also aware of that. She's highlighting all these things to kind of help identify her. But the other thing that I'm aware of with her too, she's wanting to talk about her creative side. Would you understand that she would have had, she would have had her kind of way of expressing herself in some sort of creative way.
Yep.
She makes me feel as though too that she's talking about making things for other people. Would you understand her creating? I don't know if she's like, I don't know if it's like knitting and that sort of thing, but it feels different from that. I almost feel as though she's making art in some way, and that you might even have some of this, or people still have her art.
Kind of, yes.
Okay. Would you also be able to take, she's taking me to the month of September just now. And as I feel that, she's pointing to you, which I need to say. So I feel almost as if that within the month of September, she's talking about the sense of, I don't know, there feels like a shift or something there for you, Anne-Marie, that this would have happened, that she was aware of. And it feels to me as though a release of tension that would have been building up over the last like couple months. Would you understand that? Like prior to September?
Yes.
She makes me feel as though, was there also some sort of vacation or something like that connected here too? Like prior to that, like within the summertime?
Yes.
She's also talking about you going and visiting someone that she would have known as well.
Yes.
It feels like I'm visiting family. It feels like I'm visiting people that I know. What is that? Would there be something like, I almost want to say Berg. Would you understand Berg if I said Berg? I can't tell if this is a place or if this is a name.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because she said Berg to me. Oops, just dropped you. She said Berg to me, and I was like, okay, I don't know where that fits exactly, but I feel like maybe this is a place. Does that make sense?
It is a place.
Yeah. And then the other part that I can feel here with her is she's talking about this lightening up that I feel happening kind of around you, where I almost feel like this feels as though you're ready to, I don't know, it almost feels like you're ready to move forward. You're not quite there yet, but I can feel this sort of building up over like almost into the new year, where I can find a sense of diving into you again. I feel as though, and this is something I already know about you, Anne-Marie, because of previous things, but like I know you had your surgery on your knee. But she's making me feel like that sort of felt like, okay, I'm kind of stuck with myself. I'm kind of having to just like rehabilitate and just be with that. And she's making me feel as though that's something that's, as it's healing, as it's shifting, you're kind of, it feels like you're kind of coming out of this sort of maybe respite time period. Does that make sense to you, Anne-Marie?
It does. And it's so big, but I don't think it has anything to do with my knee. It's for personal readings.
Oh, okay.
reasons.
So you can understand that
But
it says it. Okay.
Spot on.
Okay, amazing. Because the thing that she is making me feel is she's talking about this sort of coming out. It's sort of like you're coming out of this time period of almost feels like hesitancy or withdrawal or something like that. And she's making me feel like you're freeing yourself up. Now, you have a son, Anne-Marie, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Because she's bringing my attention to your son, and she's talking about, I don't know if you had seen him or were staying with him, but I keep seeing you guys together. Does that make sense to you? And this feels recent.
Yes, he's here.
He's there right now. Okay, so she's just validating that she's seeing that, and she's wanting to say, almost as if you're bringing your arms around him and kind of bringing him close, because there's something to say about being grateful right now for him. It feels as if I need to say with your son that there would have been some kind of short-term struggle that's resolving. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Because I feel as though I need to talk about this. Would you understand? Because for some reason I keep feeling him moving or like going from one place to another place. Like I feel as if I'm either going back and forth or I had to leave somewhere and come to where you are. Would that make any sense to you, Emery? I'm not 100% getting that, but...
Oh, you're 1,000% correct.
Okay, because I can just feel this sort of back and forth that I'm feeling here. And I feel as though I want to say relief is on its way if it hasn't already started right now. That feels really important to say, like, for him. Would that make sense?
Thank you, yes.
because it feels as if I need to find direction, and this is what she's giving me. Emery, is this like I don't want to guess at this. So this does feel like a family member. I'm not going to try to guess at what the relationship is because it's not 100% clear. But the more that I kind of sit with her, the more that I can feel that this is a much closer family member than I originally felt. Would it make sense that she was a part of your immediate family?
Yes.
Because I feel as if I need to talk about that. Again, I don't have the relationship yet, so I don't want to like reach and go, I think it's this. So I'm going to just say that. Let me just get her just a little bit more. She's referring to, and it's going to sound kind of weird, Emery, but she's referring to greens. She's showing me a ton of greens. Would it make sense to you that there was recently either dietary changes or like trying to incorporate more of these greens like into your life? That makes sense.
Yes.
Would it make sense too that this is something that you've like been recently doing? Because she's just showing me a ton of it. Like a ton of greens and kind of trying to make these different healthier choices. Would that make sense?
Yes.
She's also making me aware of, gosh, actually, as I'm talking about this, she's really highlighting this opening up of you and opening up of your heart. I know that sounds a little esoteric and not really my vibe, but would you understand that? Because she's making me feel this sense of like you opening yourself up to new experiences or being open to, I don't know. I feel like you're almost like letting go of a lot of this tension that I feel you have been kind of grappling with. I would say over the last year, maybe even a little bit longer, because I feel as if you're kind of moving into this new stage of just why the hell not? Does that make sense to you?
So much sense, yes.
And I feel as if as you're moving into that state, she's making me aware of like applauding for you. Would it also make sense to, God, I almost want to say with your sister. Is this your sister?
It is my sister.
Okay, because just as I was there, I was about to say, I want to talk about your sister's da-da-da-da-da. So, okay. She's making me aware as I'm with her is that she's feeling this sense of gratitude for, I don't know, just being a great big sister. That's what I need to say. And I feel as though I want to talk about this time period within the relationship where she had gone away in some way, or there would have been a gap or a space within this relationship. I can't tell if that's a physical gap or emotional gap just yet, but I can feel this sort of not being as connected. Would you understand that?
It makes sense, yes.
I lean a little bit more towards this physical distance. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. As I'm feeling that too, she's making me feel as if, I don't know what this is. Would you understand? She's showing me writing on something. At first, I thought it was a tattoo of her name, but then I didn't feel like that. So I feel as if I want to talk about either a plaque or something written out with her name on it that feels close by to you, that you either reference or you see really regularly. And she talks about a picture. I don't know if there was 3 of you, but I feel almost I want to talk about you, her, and another in a photograph together, and you're really little.
Yes.
Okay, because I just
the name is a tattoo.
The name is a tattoo. Okay, amazing.
Yes.
So hold on. Let me just. Sorry. I know that I have to do this thing because every time the new hour comes, my live on my Instagram goes off, and so let me just adjust this really fast. Okay. Let me just do this super quick, and then I'll get right back to her. Okay, 1 second, 2 more seconds. This is the power of focus. I can do this and also come back to her immediately after. So copy, paste, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then I just have to wait for that thing to go on, and then we're good. So, okay, let me just see here. With your sister, I'm just going to get reconnected to her just a little bit. Henry, would there be something to do with having to take care of your sister quite a bit?
Yes, I did.
Because as I talk about her, there is, I don't know if this is an actual physical disability or if this is just she needed a lot of support throughout her life. And it often fell on your shoulders to do that. Can you understand that?
Yes, both of those.
Okay, because I can feel this there. And she makes me feel as though this is something that you never really regretted. Can you understand that? Like, it doesn't
No,
feel to me.
I never regretted it.
Yeah, it feels to me as though
Yes.
that you really took quite a bit of pride in being the support to her, and and I almost want to say that she would have either stayed with you at times or lived with you, because I feel you're so hands on with her. Would that make sense?
Yes, she lived with me.
Yeah, because I can feel that very very much there. Would there have been some physical disability here with this?
Yes.
Because as I'm talking about it, she's making me feel as if you're literally caring for her daily needs in some way. And I feel that very, very strongly. And it's interesting because I almost want to say there's more clarity with her now than in the past. Would that make
That
sense
makes
to you?
sense. That makes so much sense.
Because
yes.
it feels as if I need to say she's more able to either communicate or I don't know, there's more connection that I almost feel with you. Like I always feel like there was a loving connection, but it feels almost if I need to say like I'm capable. It's almost as if something was wrong with her machinery and her soul was wanting to communicate as clearly, and now that she's not limited by that sort of physicality, I feel as though she can communicate clearer to you. Would it make sense to you if I said that?
Yes, it does.
And then she also talks about how your relationship has grown even since her passing. Because I feel as though that she's either come to you quite a bit or people have brought her through for you. Would that make sense, Anne Marie?
Yes, it makes so much sense.
Yes. And I feel as though that she kind of like, I almost want to say watches out for you, works with you, kind of guides you in some way. Would that make sense to you?
All of those, yes.
Yeah, and I can feel that very, very loving presence. There's something kind of innocent about her. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Because it feels almost as if I'm being, I don't know, I feel as though I want to say part of what she taught you was compassion for others. Like it makes me feel as though I want to say she really taught you how to not see those differences and be quite connected to people. Would that make sense?
Wow, that is amazing, yes.
And I can feel that so strongly here, and it's why you're not a judgmental person. It's a large reason why you're not a judgmental person, and also why you have always gone out of your way in your life to kind of help people who are at a disadvantage in some way. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And she's just saying, you're really nailing that, Anne Marie. Like you're really nailing this ability for being a light for others in this world. And it can feel sometimes like you don't know how to do that, or you don't know exactly if you're making ripples. And I want you to know from your sister, she's saying, even if you just touched my life, that's enough, but you're doing so much more than that. You're touching lives and lives and lives and lives, and you're going to have this awareness of this ripple effect that you see at the end of your life. When you have your life review, you're going to see all the ways in which you've touched people's lives, because sometimes in your life it has felt as if you couldn't see the ends of your trying and your effort and your wanting to be there for other people. And it often feels as though you've had to kind of put yourself second or third to meet the needs of others. And I need to say to you, especially as you go into this new sort of era in your life where you really are being Anne Marie and standing and being strong and who you are, I feel as if I need to say to you that they're applauding you on the other side, because you've already done it all for everyone else. And now it's time for Anne Marie time to do it for you, for the things that make you valuable and grow and learn. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Yes.
I went on a little bit of a flow there, Anne-Marie. I hope that's okay. I can feel that that's really what the spirit world wants to say to you. Not
Thank
just
you.
your
That
sister.
was so beautiful to hear. Yes.
It's not just your sister. It's also those who you have drawn to you, those in the spirit world who really, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, they're like gathering around me as I'm saying this to you, that it's so important for you to do the work that you feel called to do. It's so important. And that you have nothing you need to fear because the spirit world will always catch you. They have you, they've always had you, and they're still going to hold your hand and guide you as you move forward because you are meant for being seen. You are meant for helping others, and you're meant for connection and love. And that's what you really bring from your spirit. So I want to give you that, Anne-Marie, as sort of a message, not just from your sister, but actually from your helpers and those who are gathering around me now to let you know how proud they are of you and your journey.
Thank you so much. That just means the world to me. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I want to give you a chance if there's anything you want to give feedback on. I'm happy to do that. You don't have to, but if you'd like to give any feedback, you can. So don't feel pressure, though. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, that's my sister. She passed on when she was 37, and she had a period of about 10 years. She lost all of her intestines. And she couldn't eat food. She had lived with a port, and we had to inject nutrition into her to keep her alive.
Yeah.
She had 27 life-saving surgeries. So every time she went into the hospital, there was always a chance it was going to be the last time that we saw her. Yeah. And we just learned to be very grateful for every day. And she was this, as much of her anxiety that she lived with, she made, her motto was make lemonades out of lemons. And even when we would have to drive her to the hospital, we would blast like Bon Jovi music and sing our brains out and laugh. And me and my other sister, we got a tattoo for her. God, everything was spot on. I took very good care of her. I had 4 young children at the time, and I had her move in with us. And I was definitely her biggest supporter. There was a period where we stopped talking because I knew she was getting addicted to, there was a drug she had to take called paraquat liquid. It's a derivative of opium. And I said, you need to find a way to stop this. And she got mad at me, and she moved out of my house, and she moved in with my other sister, and they coddled her. And I said, we have to help her. She has an addiction, and nobody would listen to me. And we weren't speaking when she passed away. I'm shaking right now because this is just to get such validation. I know that we weren't speaking when she passed. Well, and she came through with such a loving message.
She absolutely did. And even as you were saying that, she just wants you to know how much she loves you. And that is so let go, because she's literally keeps hitting me with chills. She's literally right here, and I'm just getting covered in chills from her. And I feel this great sense of wanting to hug you and to tell you it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Like, there is this strong sense from her that, like, all of that is water on the bridge. She's so grateful for you. She's so grateful for your relationship. And I do feel this sense of wanting to speak for her and just say, you were doing your best to try to help her. You were doing your best to try to love her. And she understands that. She sees that.
I know. Tough love it's people don't have the bravery to give tough love enough. And I knew what she needed, and you can't change somebody's mind for them. Can I validate about my son?
Yeah, please.
So I have 4 children. My 3rd son, he's married, and they have a 1-year-old baby. And for a long story. They had to move to Israel, and it's been very dangerous with them living there, and very scary with them living there. They live in Tel Aviv, and there's always bombs going off, and I've been living with a lot of fear about that. And over the last month, the threat has been so scary. They came here, and they're staying with us for just like a month. And we got to see the baby for his birthday, and we haven't been able to fly there or see them because of the danger. And just hearing my sister come through with support, knowing how horribly scary this situation has been for us.
Yeah.
It just means the world to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wish I would have said Israel, because I absolutely saw Israel, but I questioned it because I knew you had gone to Israel. I didn't know why, but like I saw Israel when we were talking about your son, and I wish I would have said that. But you know, it is what it is. If you don't say it, it doesn't come through. But the point is that you got the message that you needed to hear from your sister about your son, and to give you some sort of support about things improving and things getting better.
Yeah.
So that's
it's so funny. The spirit world really is amazing. You know, people doing this work as a developing medium, and working with you guys and with Matt and Dana. Everybody wants the signs, you know, like what's my sign? Is it a cardinal? Is it a feather? The sign is exactly what you said, is they show up. They show up, and if you just listen to your heart, you're going to feel them. You're going to know that they're around you. And just quiet your mind and sit in silence and think of them. And those thoughts and feelings that you get, that's them.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the sign that you need.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need feathers. Just listen to your heart. They're there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Beautifully said, Anne-Marie. So thank you so much, Anne-Marie. And just for everybody else listening, like, I don't think I've ever read you before, right? Or I may have and forgotten, but so that was really cool. I didn't know about your sister or anything like that. So that was really awesome to get to like read you and get to bring forward your sister for you. That honestly is an honor, because I know how much you do for others, and I'm just glad that you got the chance to hear from her.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Doing this work, I get readings all the time, and my family shows up. They're microphone hogs. When we're practicing, they love to show up, and I love it. I love that people bring their different sides of their personalities in. But my sister came through tonight through you with a message that it really helped me today. So thank you.
My pleasure and my honor, Anne-Marie. Thank you so much for being here. And trusting me to make that connection for you. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night, and I will speak to you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
All right, kick me out.
I'm doing it. Okie dokie, artichokes. Sherry asks, Michael, I've wondered if people would come through even if they didn't get along with someone. Absolutely, they do. Beautiful readings, Michael. One of your best reads I've witnessed, Michael. Oh, thanks. What a great reading, Michael. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. I'm glad. I mean, ultimately, it's about people receiving the message that they need to receive. And thank you all for sharing the love with me. Yeah, I know so many people were sending so many loving things to you while we were reading. So that's pretty awesome. So just as a reminder, folks, if you're ever wanting a reading with me, know that I'll never message you directly to ask, for a reading. If that is happening, that's a scammer. So immediately report and block them. If you do want a reading with me, you can only do that at my website, mediummichaelmayo.com. You have to book it. So I'll never message you or anything like that. I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight's Monday. If you're not following me, do give me a follow so that you can see when I go live. Sometimes I go live to do other kinds of things, not just mediumship. Sometimes I do healing. Tonight I did healing as well. And if you're not following me, do give me a follow. That way you can potentially get a reading next week, because I'm here every Monday, 6:30. Somewhere between 6:30 and 7 is usually when I start. And I hope you got something out of today. Thanks for letting me wear my Sebastian jacket one more time before it goes in the closet. Actually, I had to get it dry cleaned first, but then it's going in the closet. So yeah, red is definitely my color. Thank you so much. That is a great question, Southeast Warriors. I have an opinion. I don't have information as far as psychically who's going to win the election, but I have a thought and I have an opinion, and I think I'm right. But I try to avoid all politics when it comes to my work. I think that just adds a lot more difficulty amongst things. But I'm a very political person, but I keep it to myself when I'm working. So because I don't want to make anyone feel ostracized or disconnected, because we're all human, and ultimately at the end of the day, it's all ideas and wondering how we can best run the world. So I keep that all to myself when I'm working. But if you ever want to contact me directly and be like, what do you think? What are your opinions? Boy, do I have them. But anyway, I love you all. Thanks for being here. Please join me again next week when I go live. And I won't be wearing this beautiful shiny jacket, but maybe I'll have a new one. Who knows? Sending you all love. And I hope you have a great, great rest of your night. Take care, everybody.